guys subscribe to WorldWideChels.
I WorldWideChels. WorldWideChels.
Subscribe to WorldWideChels.
Thank you for your support.
Yes, people, welcome to another Chelsea live stream. I hope you guys can hear me. We're here thick and fast every single day, giving you guys the latest Chelsea news. I really hope you lot like that intro as well. I'm a bit annoyed with the news that have come out today about Lukaku. I think it's smokescreen. I think it's nonsense. And I've got the best panel with me coming on in the next 2-3 minutes. So make sure you lot are ready for that because we've got the Minerals coming on. Minerals FC, my friends, yeah? So, guys, if you can, smash the like button, subscribe, hit the notification, tune in every single day, and send the super chat if you want to support the channel. Big up Stripman for the first donation already, £5. Can't do without you guys. And I just want to say very quickly, if you think I'm chatting crap, you don't believe what I say, you don't like what I say, you don't like anything on this channel, go watch a different channel. Please, just go watch a different channel. Go and drop in your comments, questions, and get ignored, and just go watch someone else. I don't really care, okay? But I'm here to tell you this Lukaku news is cap, okay? Purely cap, straight up, yeah? So big up everyone tuning in so far. If you guys can, let me know where you lot tuning in from, what time zone, what country. Let me know if you think Lukaku is coming or Haaland, even though I know it's Haaland for sure. I just want to see what you guys are thinking. Big up everyone so far already on the stream. Yeah, it's smokescreen, man. It's smokescreen, 100%. We're going to be giving you guys the latest minerals, man. You know what I'm saying? But yes, how can you tell me there's 2 bids and you're not telling me how much they are and you're telling me Chelsea will come out in public and say they've been rejected twice when we had reports about Haaland, we will only bid officially when we know it's going to be accepted. It doesn't really make sense. Doesn't make sense. But look, I want to invite the Minerals FC team now, yeah? So, guys, make some noise, like the video. First of all, got the co-host, Matt. How are you, first of all?
Yeah, I mean, I'm good. I took a nice weekend off, ignored all transfer news because, you know, it's a load of shit at the moment. It's just recycled stuff, useless. And then, yeah, I mean, even I've had some idiots on Twitter going at me on the WorldWideChels pod articles. We know there's certain someone that loves to always troll us.
You waste, man. Carlito, you waste, man, if you're watching this. Yeah, I know what you mean. We've got transfer specialist, Ali, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Looking forward to this discussion as well, having Johnny on. So it should be a good one.
Yeah, man. I've got Minerals FC on. Johnny.
Yo, what's happening? How we doing?
Bro,
Everyone
listen,
good?
I didn't want to finish the spaces earlier, but we got to drop the minerals on the stream, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a frustrating morning reading the nonsense that we saw. And you know what? You didn't come on the stream last night. I know you were busy. Maybe you had to go to sleep and you had to wake up for work and that. But look, we need to go through this entire Haaland situation. Him in Norway, his father in Spain. We have to go through the entire thing, bro, and explain how stupid this Lukaku news is. You know what I'm saying? So talk to me, man. I'm gonna let you. This is the first time I want to say, you know what? You can ramble on this one. Like, you can tell me if I want to cut it off. I'll add it on. Or tell me, man. Talk to me.
So it's pretty clear. I've said it on various platforms that the journalists they're used by Chelsea when they want to be used, how they want to be used, and they tell them exactly what they want them to be told and what they want them to know. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's the truth. All right? So that's the first thing. If you want to start with the reports on Lukaku today, the fact that we don't even know what the bid has been, or the 2 bids, they've literally given us no indication of any figures. At least with Haaland, Jan's given a figure of 175 million euros being a mega offer. We haven't had any of that from The Athletic or Simon Johnson and Phillips who've reported this. All right, so that's the second thing. The third thing is there is obviously it's quite weird, if you ask me, that Dortmund are a week away from their season They've just finished pre-season,
Yeah.
and you've got Haaland in Norway, which arguably, yeah, you can say it's not far from Germany, but neither's London. So, you know, they're both close to each other. Now, the key thing for me is Haaland didn't let anyone know where he was. For all everyone knows, is he was just in a restaurant in Germany. But where I found out the information is from it looks like a waiter who's posted a pic of Haaland and himself, and he's obviously put the location, like most people do on Instagram. They put their location. Johnny doesn't. He doesn't want people knowing where his minerals are. But for these guys, it's a big thing. They want to show that he's a local boy, and he's in the restaurant. Now, that got leaked. I still think it's very strange that he is in Norway when you're less than a week away from the start of their first game, which Jan has clearly stated that this week is a deadline week, and their cup game starts at the weekend, right? Then you've got Alfie, who I've been told is the one that orchestrates the deal for Haaland, looks after his son, obviously, for obvious reasons. But Haaland doesn't get involved in that, Erling. He doesn't get involved. He's just literally focused on playing football and being Erling Haaland. Alfie Haaland's with Pero, and Pero owns a management agency company, and he is linked with every Chelsea star you can imagine. He's linked with a lot of footballers, not just Chelsea, but it's clear as day to me that he is the intermediary between Chelsea, Dortmund, and Alfie and the Haaland camp, right? So Alfie's with this guy yesterday, okay? Haaland's in Norway, all right? He's not in Germany. So you can make of that what you will, but to me, that screams he's leaving Dortmund. That's clear as day to me.
Well said, man.
I would say the another piece to the jigsaw is of the Haaland post. It's very clever, more so from Chelsea's side. So he put Sunday Fun Day pretty discreetly, I'd say, in the bottom left-hand corner of his post with his mates at the restaurant. And Chelsea, after their full-time 2-1 win against Arsenal, their caption with the full-time post was Sunday Fun Day. Now, I
no cap, fam. No cap.
It's not, I've documented it. It's all on my Twitter. You can go on it. You can write whatever waffle you want to write because you don't believe it. But the bottom line is you cannot tell me that the Chelsea admin are having a bit of a field day with this and a fun day, so to speak.
Because Fun Day, people.
Fun day, Sunday. Now, the other one they made, which was earlier, no one clocked it except obviously Johnny, was the post on the new third kit, and they used the hashtag black and yellow. Now, no disrespect, yeah, the kit's black and yellow, but it's more fucking yellow than it is black. Let's be honest. All right. So they've taken that, and then they've obviously had a bit of fun with that as well. And on the shirt that Haaland was interviewed, where he said there's been some issues, in that T-shirt, it has the hashtag black and yellow because he doesn't wear it on the kit. It's on the T-shirt that he was wearing, and it says 9 days around the world. All right. So we're coming close to the 9th day around the world, and the guy's traveling to Norway, to Germany. His dad's traveling to Spain, to Norway, to Germany. You know what I'm saying? You get the drift. So that's where we are. The Lukaku, there is no way that if Abramovich wants Haaland, he wants Haaland. He doesn't want Lukaku. And if Chelsea wanted Lukaku, let's have it right, you wouldn't hear anything about it. accept the official bid. And
Yeah.
that is how Chelsea do business.
I think that's all, definitely.
So there's a lot of subliminal hidden messages about this transfer to let people know, but these are only coming out with Chelsea admin and Haaland because the deal is done, in my opinion. And they know this week. Jan said deadline week this week on Fabrizio's channel. On the first channel that Jan was on, he said, I can't see Haaland leaving. And I think it's safe to say that he'll stay unless his fancy offer comes in. And then the next episode with Twitch with Fabrizio said, stuck to his guns and said, I can't see it still happening. That's in his opinion. That's not fact or anything he's been told. That's just his opinion. And Jan came back and said, I can see Haaland leaving this window. But obviously, if a bid doesn't come in, then I can see him staying. So you can see the change of attitude towards the talk and the speculation. And he's choosing what he wants. He chooses very carefully, Jan, what he says, when he says it and how he says it. And he's been given a lot of messages which people don't seem to pick up on because maybe they don't get the psychology, they don't get the wording, or the way he says it, when he says it, who he says it to what question he says it. There's a lot of implications with it. And it's all steering towards Haaland being announced. That is what Chelsea Football Club, that's the guy they want, and that's the guy they're going to get. And it's just a matter of time.
Does anyone know, are Dortmund on a break? Or is he just? No. Did he just go away?
He went away, bro. Because look, you could say, yeah, he's gone away for a Sunday on his private jet, right? But as footballers, you've had your 2 weeks holiday in Mykonos. Mason Mount's gone away. He's come back today for training. He ain't going away for a weekend to Spain, is he? Let's be
real. No.
He was in Norway as well, right before going to pre-season. So he went from Mykonos to Spain, and then he went back to Norway, and then he's gone to Germany, done pre-season, disinterested, waves to the fans, and then he goes back to Norway to pack his actual bags, his real belongings. In their games.
So hopefully, it'd be nice to see if, I don't know if he has to report back at any certain time, but if he sort of pulls a Harry Kane, that would be amazing for us. Because I think we do. I know he won't, but I think we do need him to sort of help push this along a little bit. He can be professional, but I think we need him a little bit to get in Dortmund's head. Like, listen, you're going to have a long season on your hands if you don't do this with me.
But he doesn't need to, Josh. That's the point. He doesn't need to do it. He's got Alfie doing it for him and Raiola.
I'm not sure Raiola will go because he is very close with Dortmund's CEO, Zorc. They have a good relationship. So I'm not sure if he'll actually do that. But I don't think he'll push.
Haaland won't push anything, but they're giving you small little signals that are a bit too close for comfort for me to our club. And Perro being one of them. And another thing that I'm going to drop as a fact. Jorginho and Perro were last seen wearing that outfit. Yeah? And you might all think that this is all waffle, right? But there's reasons why Perro wore the same outfit to meet Haaland's dad, on the beach. Now, rich people like that, I know rich people. Rich people don't wear the same clothes twice. They wear it once. I was
just going to say that. And this guy is like a tycoon as well.
Yeah, he's a tycoon, man. So
yeah, he's not going to wear the same thing twice.
Right. Yeah. He's wearing it for a reason. Because the deal's done, there's no comebacks on them. They can do it. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, man.
No, I like the thinking behind it, but
no, but what can you say about it? He's right. I can't disagree with it. What can you? I know it sounds silly and funny, but
it's a lot of coincidence. It's a lot of coincidences.
Why is it such
It's too many coincidences. Just
we've put so many together. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I think this week, bro, it's gonna be crucial. If we don't get any news, then
I'm tracking all flights from Norway to London as we speak. So
you won't track it.
I think private jets, you still can't see it, fam. I don't know why. I don't think you can track it, fam. Like, I know all these things sound crazy. Everything that Johnny says, I know it sounds crazy, but he's speaking truth. Unless you can tell me why it's the opposite.
Listen, when it happens,
no, I don't think it sounds crazy. I mean, it's just
you can all say that you're crazy for saying that I'm crazy.
Johnny, I got the minerals, bro. I'm on the minerals team. You get me?
I get you.
But yeah,
they want minerals, but then they don't want to take them.
Well, look, put it this way: like Johnny posted a picture. Johnny was at dinner the other day at table 19. Mason Mount, where's number 19? And Johnny is the biggest Mason Mount fan I've ever met. So coincidence? I think not.
No. There you go. Even Johnny's giving subliminals.
Listen, man. Big up everyone tuning in so far. I've got 240 people already. If you guys can, please smash the like button for this amazing Haaland. #1 channel, in my opinion. Bit of an ego, but yeah, you're not going to find more Haaland news than me on any other channel personally. So if you guys can support the thing, like the video, subscribe, hit the notification, send the super chat to support the channel. Matt, what do you make of all this, man?
Yeah, I mean, it's all subliminals. A lot of footballers tend to do it with their transfers, and it's nice. It's nice for. I always love it seeing Johnny put all the different subliminals, and it does make sense. Unfortunately, we just have to rely on these subliminals because the journalists are not doing their jobs and just playing poker and giving us nonsense week in, week out, giving us recycled information. It's interesting to see how many times they can say the same phrase in a different way. I don't think there's a possible different way they could say it without just saying it in a different language.
It's so true. Everybody is saying the exact same thing 20 different ways already. It's like it boils down to if Chelsea put a bid in, they know it will get taken. Like that's
like yesterday. Yesterday, Jan didn't even need to say that today was a deadline week. He didn't have to say that, man. He had no reason to say that. Right? He said it on Twitch, but no one clocked it. I told everyone, they didn't clock it. There's a reason why he said it, because he already knows.
Yeah,
he knows that the deal's done.
I actually think he knows. He can't be talking like this, dropping a few hints here and there on Twitch and that. Nah, man, he must know something.
He's telling people amazing information, but no one's picking it up because he knows that unless you know the code and the way the game works, you're not going to get it. And the ones that get it, unfortunately, are not on these massive platforms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm talking about like platforms with 300, 200, 400, 500k, 1 million followers. You know what I'm saying?
No, I hear that.
They haven't picked up on it.
I mean,
no one's tweeted it. There you go. So I think you've got to look deeper and look at what information is being put out there. And every bit of information by Chelsea has been put out there by Chelsea for a reason. All right? No one expects.
The thing is, the two bids is kind of pissing me off though, because obviously Chelsea don't really lay it out there in public. You know what I'm saying? So why? And they don't say how much it is and when it was submitted.
Right. So my point is, if you look at the clue with Alfie and Perro, all right, most people don't even know who that guy is. So when I tweeted it, they're like, "Who is this guy?" And that's the point. That's why they tweet. That's why they Instagram storied it, because they're letting the people that know, and the people that don't know won't know or notice it. And that's the code. But the Lukaku is I told you, and everyone laughs. All right, it's about it being. All the fans are emotionally attached right now. They're on a knife edge because they want a player announced, whether it's Lukaku or Haaland. But everyone knows it's Haaland that they want, and they don't think they're going to get him. Right now, bringing up Lukaku in a deadline week makes everyone think there is no chance we are getting Haaland. Is that right, or am I wrong in saying that? It makes people think that we're not going to get
It puts
Haaland.
doubt in people's heads for sure.
And what's the best way to have a climax is when you've got some sort of anti-climax, and then you hit them with the bang. And the bang is the announce, but the announce will come when everyone thinks it's not happening, because that's where you get the most fun out of it and the most publicity, and it shocks everyone. And that's the way I think Chelsea have planned to do this all along.
Yeah, just quickly, let me read the super chat, man. Big up Artem, $5. I don't know why people believe anything Athletic. Right. However, for me, this is the last week of hope for Erling Haaland. Hopefully, there is something by Sunday. I just want to say very quickly, Athletic also said last year that Havertz will not sign for Chelsea Football Club.
Ornstein, that was.
And I believe they also said Tottenham would rather sell Kane to Chelsea than Man City, which is a bit silly as well. So whether that's true or not, that's what I've been told as well. So, can't really believe everything, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure someone from Haaland's team is watching this stream right now. Believe me on that.
If they are, I can't wait to welcome your amazing Erling Haaland, because he's a baller and he's gonna win the Champions League with Chelsea next season. We're going to do back-to-back Champions League under Tuchel, and he's not going to regret the decision of coming to Chelsea Football Club and following the footsteps of Didier Drogba, Frank Lampard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, there's absolutely nothing another year at Dortmund does for his career.
No,
absolutely
it doesn't
nothing.
elevate him or take him to the next level. He's already at that level to now progress, and that's where I think, although he doesn't have to push the move, like I said, he doesn't need to push it because he has a fantastic team around him who are pushing it for him. There are NDAs signed, so that means that no one can speak of anything anyway, right? So you're not going to hear until it's officially announced. And the moment I think it's going to come from Jan, I think he's gonna say Chelsea have had a bid accepted, and then it's gonna go from there to whether we do the full on announcement, and Haaland's reported to be flying into London, and then that's where it's gonna kick off, and you get all the jazz with it.
Okay, so look, listen, Johnny, I'm all with you. From Spaces, we've been chatting all morning about it. So let's put it all again, okay? Where Fabrizio say Lukaku is not for sale, he's untouchable. Lukaku said that he's happy at Inter. Obviously, people can change their mind about that, but we have been told by people that you lot listen to so much that the guy is untouchable, he's not leaving. Then we had JanAageFjortoft say we will only bid for Haaland officially when we know the bid will be accepted, because the ball don't want to, damage the face, basically, and they don't want to ever bid publicly and get rejected. Correct. So that's completely opposite from what we've been told today by the Athletic in terms of 2 bids are out there. We don't know how much, we don't know when, and yeah, I mean, I don't know how else I can explain to you guys. It just doesn't make sense whatsoever.
Why don't they believe it? Well, is it because I can't see the chat like not believing it?
Well, Lewis still thinks it's Lukaku.
Nah, Lewis. Come on, bro.
So on his stream, you gotta give him the minerals, innit?
Well, he's gonna get the minerals when I come on his as well.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta give him the minerals.
I think, unfortunately for Lukaku, he's just been a victim of circumstance this whole window when it comes to this deal. Like, he's really the only bargaining piece we have to sort of leak news about. I mean, there's no
one's gonna believe Kane. So
yeah, there's no other striker that would, we could use as that sort of smokescreen other than Lukaku. I don't think there's ever been anything.
Use someone who they know that isn't going to come and who they haven't actually bid. No, there has with Lukaku, but that was before we won the Champions League. So take from that what you will. So there is some truth. I was going to say with the Athletic article, it was written in the past tense, and Chelsea have bid behind closed doors with Lukaku. They have done that, but that was months ago. So it's like they're just recycling old news to make it seem like it's current news, but it's not.
Well, there we have it, folks. I mean, kind of summed up everything. This is true. Eventually, we will know which journalist is credible. We will find out, and we are very confident it's Team Jan and Fabrizio.
Well, it's Haaland. It's Jan. The Haaland deal's Jan's deal. Fabrizio's going to follow suit from Jan because Jan has been given the crown, so to speak, for this one because
and
he's so close to the
I'm sure the guy wouldn't bring on Jan on his Twitch for no reason, fam. So he's probably been talked behind the scenes, regardless.
More than once. And I did say that Fabrizio has been the downplayed merchant in this. Think about that. If they're both positive, then what does that say? You've got to add a bit of spice to it. You don't want to give it all. You don't want to give it all away. You don't want to give it all away because, you know, if we go and sign Haaland, job done, it's not much. Like, it's great, but it's when there's a saga involved. And is it true? Is it not true? Is it going to happen? No, we're not going to get him. Oh, we're definitely not getting him. Oh, we might get. No, we're not getting him. And it's like that the whole way through, like it was with Havertz. It's the same feeling, man. This is just a more expensive deal for a player that, let's be real, is like a Havertz in the sense that he's going to be a great. He's a Ballon d'Or contestant, nominee. Yeah. Sorry, guys, you lot on the panel, except Sadiq, you're very negative the whole way through.
No, 100, man. Oh, no, Josh is Haaland.
I've always been Team Haaland.
Josh is Haaland.
All right. Well, definitely Ali and Matt.
Oh, what do you mean I'm negative?
Well, you guys, every time I've spoken to you lot, you never think it's going to happen.
Oh, I'm always at least 7.58 out of 10. I just know
that's not confident.
I just know
that's
just over the fence. I'm peering over the fence, just having a look. But
I've been on Haaland since before he was at Dortmund. I've been on this dude for a minute.
No, I'm talking about us getting him. I'm not saying about wanting him.
Oh, no, I
getting him.
I've been fully confident this whole window that he's the target. He's the target. He's the guy that the club wants. No question about it.
Yeah. No, Josh has been there since day one.
Yeah, that's correct. But a lot of people don't believe that Roman's going to get what he wants.
Yeah, I think Matt and Ali like Ings more often. So.
Bung Danny Ings.
I like Ings.
Johnny said Ings is calm. But Johnny will take Ings than Lukaku, I think, in my opinion.
I said if we don't get Haaland, I don't second best. I'd rather go and get Ings as a filler and a Grealish. That's what I said. And I think there's logic to what sounds like madness.
Do you guys think City can get Grealish and Kane?
Yeah, man.
They can, but they need to sell.
I so they're going to have to sell probably 3 players at least.
I think Sterling's going, you know.
There's talks of Bernardo Silva as well.
Yeah, but Silva's not going to draw any sort of like crazy fee. I don't see anybody paying much for him, to be honest with you. Not enough to sort of balance any sort of books, but I mean that's got to be 250, right? For a Kane and Grealish, that's at least a 250.
Yeah. Well,
Kane's 250 deal.
Kane's kind of shown that he's going to put a request in, so he might put a bid a bit down.
I don't think so.
I think it drives it up almost.
I think City will have to pay what they have to pay.
Yeah, no question.
You know, it's Daniel Levy. It's not
Levy. Don't muck around, man.
Yeah. I did actually gain like 1% of respect for Kane though for doing this. I got a little bit. I get like my respect level for him is now a 1, but it went up 1.
I don't have respect for Spurs or Levy, man. I can't stand the geezer.
Yeah, no, they're
standing, man.
Yeah, they're a disgustingly run club.
Right.
So, which is why I'm glad he's putting in this request. Because first of all, if he leaves Spurs are a dead team, man. They're dead.
Finito. Finito FC. Well, I mean, they already finished anyway. But...
Well, they go to a Wolves level, don't they?
Yeah, they go mid-table at best.
Who their manager is? You know what I mean?
It will make for a fun season.
Explain to me why Haaland's in Norway. Explain to me why is his dad with Perro? Explain to me, everyone. I want to hear it.
Because we're signing Lukaku, bro.
Yeah. No, because he is signing. That is it. This is the making of the signing.
That's it,
and
man.
Unfortunately, it's a shame that the journalists can't break this out, and it has to be Erling Haaland making subliminals. But this is how it is. It's how it is.
Minerals Express, bro.
Minerals Express, people. Guys, run up the likes, man. 300 people tuned in. I don't know how many likes we've got so far. It does help out a lot. We are on 108. So, guys, you can push to 200. It does help out a lot. Please do. Subscribe as well. And we move in. Andy, you back?
Yeah. Sorry, I just had an important phone call.
You missed the breaking news. You just missed the breaking news.
Which one?
Fabrizio said that 2 offers weren't real.
Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, but Simon Johnson, by the way, he retweeted again from The Athletic. He's like, don't be surprised if a third bid goes in for Lukaku.
Yeah, Simon, what is Simon Johnson talking about, man?
He's a puppet. He's a puppet.
Why would he bid 3 times? Why? Why would you bid 3 times when they said no?
And the player is happy as well.
That would make a nice even number of 6 times we've been rejected by Lukaku. It would be like a nice even deal there.
Man would bid 3 times, but you won't bid for Haaland. I'm saying if we were to believe them, by the way.
And imagine Inter turning down that number.
I'll ask a simple question. Does everyone believe the news when they watch it?
Nah. Well, BBC and that? Nah, man.
Right. So why is this any different?
Yeah.
Listen,
I don't know what. Like, why are people like? Just listen to Jan. Listen to Jan, man. That's the guy in this whole thing. Like, if he starts chatting shit, then you can get worried. But listen to Jan.
If Jan turns around and goes, the Chelsea are not willing to place down 175 million and Erling Haaland is staying, that is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he ain't done that. Because he's not going to do that. He's going to do the complete fucking opposite.
Johnny, I have a question though. If this week we don't get any news at all, do you start and like say, okay, it's done, it's not going to happen?
No, because Fabrizio said, don't judge Chelsea, the European champions. Don't judge until the end of the window.
No, he said there's a deadline until August 14th.
No,
he said
25th.
If it doesn't happen before August 14th, then it's not going to happen.
No, he said 25th. He said 25th.
No, I'm 100% sure he said 14th. Bro.
No, after that, he said 25th.
That's when the Bundesliga starts.
Bro, yeah, it doesn't matter.
I saw on his Twitch, he said after 25th to 30th, they're not going to sell.
It doesn't matter if the Bundesliga started or not. If you can sign a player, you can always sign a player, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, Dortmund need to find a replacement as well. Let's not
They'll
forget
have their
that.
replacement set up. I think what delays the deal is the replacement for Dortmund. How quickly they can get it if they've not got it sorted already. That's the important thing, because Chelsea got the money, they're paying the money. So, like I said to you, it's all timing now. It's when both clubs are prepared to just go, right, let's spill the beans. We're ready. And Dortmund have got their replacement, and that's fair. Like, that's absolute fair, and that's Chelsea showing how classy they are, and they're respecting Dortmund. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just quickly, when we come back to the Haaland story, Tino, 25 million buyback clause. I think that's decent from Chelsea. I think that's good business, in fact, in my opinion. If he does really well, then he can come back in it for 25 million. I don't think that's a bad deal. So,
no, it's good that they put that in. Like, I don't think we don't really have any evidence that any of the guys that we've sold in the past from the academy have like gone on to become something great. So, but the fact that they put that in there is good business, because if he does turn out,
they think he's quality. And I'll tell you what's clever about this. That's another telltale sign. Is they're raising money for a player that they know they're going to buy back at another time to allow them to get other transfer targets. It's very clever.
Yeah, the thing is, we raised £60 million already from player sales, and we haven't signed one player.
There you go.
That's what I'm saying. We've got bare sales, fam, and there are going to be more sales.
And
There's
Champions League prize money as well. And TV rights, Premier League top 4. I mean, we're loaded, bro. We're loaded. We can afford this signing.
We can afford 3 signings.
Well,
Chelsea could go and buy Rice, Koundé, and Haaland this summer window. If they want.
Well, you got to think they probably have another 60 to 70 million coming in when Tammy and Zuma go.
Yeah.
So they're going to have.
West Ham. If Zuma goes West Ham, and that's a 30 to 40 million deal, the Rice deal might be quite possible.
Yeah.
Yo, lead the Rice news, bro.
I'm just saying, bro. Don't think that Rice is over.
Well, that just those 2 sales put us over 100 million in sales for the summer. So and there's still more people who will go out as well. So I mean, the Haaland money is, to me, it's just not an issue, especially with what you're going to get in sales this summer. I mean, there's probably another 5-6 players who are going to get sold or loaned in the next couple of weeks. So
it's timing.
Right.
All timing, mate. Everything's timing. You know, when's the best time to announce? When is it suitable for all parties who've all signed a non-disclosure agreement? When are we all agree to let the news out? And that is it. And they're all just sitting pretty right now. There's no negotiations. It's all done, mate. If it's deadline day week, then it's all done, innit? Let's be real. Deals of this magnitude are done. It's just when you announce it. Yeah.
I selfishly wanted him in by the Super Cup just because I wanted him to be part of that trophy celebration.
What are you saying?
Bro, I was going to say, you're no longer Mount, bro. You are Haaland.
No, don't be silly. Now Mount's back. I'm all high, bro.
EH9.
I'll let someone else do that.
I might do the hive still. I think I should.
The thing is, it's funny because all the hives that are set up, there's only one hive, which is my MM19, that's going to last for the next 12 years because he's not leaving Chelsea Football Club. All the other players are going to leave eventually.
They need to strip that number 8 right off of Barkley's back quickly, though, and let him have the number 8.
No. He's having 19, mate. 19's his number. He made that. He won the Champions League. He won the Champions League in number 19. What makes everyone think that he's going to just go, yeah, I want Lampard's 8 number? No, I want to make Mason Mount's number.
24
so when
hours
another youngster comes through, he gets Mount's number. What day?
Yeah, Mount takes 8 and Haaland takes 19.
No,
Haaland's getting that number 9, son.
No, I don't want to take number 9. I want him to be like Costa, fam. I don't want a number 9, man.
He might take a 17 like Hazard did.
17's calm as long as not 9, man. I don't want him to take 9, man.
I don't think a signing like that. He's number 9 at Dortmund. I just don't think he's gonna. I think he deserves a number 9. And all this curse business is no rubbish. They're just not being good enough, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
It's cursed, like Ross Barkley.
Why?
Man.
What striker was meant to be unbelievable level, Costa Drogba level, that played number 9 shirt?
Morata.
Was Hasselbank a flop?
Bro, let's be real. When Morata bagged in a hat-trick against Stoke, everyone was gassing it. Let's be real. And he scored a head against United. I was gassing it as well. But he had personal problems with his wife about the pregnancy stuff.
Bruv.
And then he got
injured. That's not down to the number being cursed, though. That's just down to the individual.
Yeah, he broke mentally, Sadiq. I mean, he was good for 3 games.
When Torres was signed, we were sold a fucking broken player.
Yeah, he was done already.
Right? So you can't. It's not about when Haaland comes and takes number 9. He makes number 9. Bang, bro.
Mandem. Fabrizio is going live at 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. Hopefully you get some Lukaku confirmation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I don't know because the moment he does that, it's like all eyes go back on Haaland now. I don't think Chelsea would want that.
No, we have to get something, dude.
I don't know whether he goes along with it or doesn't even mention it. He might not even mention it.
We've got special guest people.
We're gonna sign a striker.
Yeah, maybe.
The man.
First time in 2 months, the guys on the stream at home. I can't believe it. The war's gonna end. Old school Drake haircut, mixed with Foden, a bit of Bellerin. Boom, he's back officially. Yo, tell us the good Haaland news, man.
There's no good news, man.
Here we go.
Johnny, you wanted to talk about Mr. Negative. Here he is, live and in person.
Who's this?
This is my main guy for past 4 or 5 years on the channel.
What's your name, bro? You didn't tell me his name.
Ads, bro. Ads.
Oh, Ads.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, we spoke on my space.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. You're in dreamland, man. You don't think Haaland's coming, bro? What's going on, man? When's the reality gonna hit? When he's holding the shirt, or are you still gonna think he's not signed?
Bro, when the guy taking the medical, he's gonna be like, "No, I don't believe it."
No. Even if he's flying to London, bro, he's not coming. He's not.
You know what you man are clutching onto, fam? Man said Sunday fun day, bro. Goodness me, bro.
Yeah. Sunday fun day, man.
It's
We're gonna have a fun week. We're gonna have a fun week.
Jeez.
Let's go.
Yo, let's see the face. Let's see the face, bro. 50 Cent, man.
Yo.
See the face, bro, for a second, man.
Niggas always want to see my face.
Come on, G. Jeez, 50 Cent, bro. Come on.
Damn.
Come on.
Get Lukaku in, man.
Lukaku.
This guy.
Haaland's going to come in for his medical, and Ads is going to be like, he's not going to pass it, guys. He's not going to pass the medical.
Oh, man.
Man. I've been saying since March on this channel that we're not going to get Haaland, man. I've been saying it for ages.
And watch when you're wrong, fam.
Yo, Ads, where you been at, G?
Yeah, what happens when
Not
you're
a
wrong?
chance, bro. It's too late, man. It's too late.
What if you're wrong?
Never too late.
We've been hearing the same things for 2 months, man. Just recycled stuff, bro. There's nothing.
How did 2 months? Last month was personal terms. Now it's the bid.
You haven't been hearing crazy bid for 2 months now.
Well, crazy
No, 2
bid.
months ago was about personal terms.
Once you hear what the crazy bid is, officially, that's when the deal's agreed. Personal terms are always agreed before the bids go in. That's fact.
Bro, you know what? If there's no Haaland, yeah, I don't want anyone to be signing it.
Yes, Tommy, bro. Vlahovic in.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Tommy is Vlahovic.
He's going to Dortmund, that guy. He'll go Dortmund.
Vlahovic or Lukaku. We should get one of them in, man.
Why not Haaland, Ads?
Of course, I want Haaland, man, but I just don't see it happening at all, man. I've said it for ages, bro. I've been arguing with these guys in the group chat for months now, man. They're not trying to hear me. They're still confident.
Why you think we can't get Haaland?
I don't know, man. I just feel that there was too much in this. We haven't heard enough, man. It's just we've got nothing to go off, really. We're just talking about Sunday fun day about getting one of the biggest transfers ever.
Sadiq, why you smiling? You know something or something?
Come on, bro. It's the second biggest transfer in history, and we're clutching.
Of course, we know stuff, man. Why would we act like this?
Bro, listen, let me tell you that fact. Ads is Mr. Negative for a reason. Even with results, fam, predictions.
Yeah, you've been doing that, Ads.
He's doing what Fabrizio Romano does with Jan, and that's fair play, bro. He's a down play merchant, and we need them in the game.
Nah, listen. I remember.
Johnny just aired Ads.
I can't lie. With the predictions, I hold my hands up. I was wrong with a couple of them, innit? But on the big boy side. Cool. But Steve, what about when you and Matt and that were all saying we're gonna get second or third, and I told you top 4 is gonna be a big struggle.
Bro, let's be real. We should have got it. We dropped against Small.
But we didn't. I told you it's gonna be a big fight for 4th, and you man were telling me we're gonna get second.
Bro, we slapped all the big teams.
Do you know what Johnny said? Johnny said we're winning Champions League in January, bro. And what happened? What happened? We won it, didn't we?
I bet you didn't think we were gonna win it.
Haaland's coming, bro.
No, I don't think we're gonna win it though. I don't think so.
Coming. I think it might be Wednesday. Or
you don't think we're gonna get Haaland, so we might get Haaland.
Yo, it's not odd ads, it's RD.
RD2D. Was it? What's the one from Star Wars, bruv?
R2D2.
Yeah.
Old school. Guys, listen.
That's jokes.
Haaland's coming. Lukaku's not coming. Maybe on FIFA 21 when you lot play that.
Maybe on your football manager.
You might not want Lukaku, man.
Look, I'll back Lukaku if he came, but he ain't coming, so there's no point. He's a Milan.
I'll back him, but I wouldn't gas out like, yeah, we got Lukaku, boom, we're gonna win the league.
Well, so Johnny, you think it's 100% Haaland's coming?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. I've been saying it for fucking ages, man.
Johnny, I want to know, how are you so sure?
Well, if I say that, then
he's got sources, bro. He's got sources.
I give you details, but no one wants to pay attention.
I don't think it makes much
like subliminal hints.
I don't think it makes sense.
Why is Pero with Alfie Haaland, bro? You don't even know who Pero is.
Yeah, who the hell is that?
Facts. That's what I'm saying. No one knows who he is.
There you go then. The fact that no one knows who Pero is, don't get what the message was. And the message was made because the deal's done. Otherwise, you wouldn't see Pero with Alfie Haaland.
I saw the picture.
Why is Alfie with Pero?
He's the middleman. He's the middleman.
What outfit was that Pero wearing? Because he's a millionaire, or probably millionaire. I don't know about billionaire, but he's a millionaire. And millionaires, rich people, they don't wear the same clothes more than once. And that's fact, bro. All right? And an outfit like that, where you look like an idiot, he's wearing it twice. So he wore it once with Jorginho, all right, with a Chelsea player. And then he's wearing it with Alfie Haaland on the beach on a completely different day of the month. Explain that. And tell me who Pero is. Tell me.
Yeah, do you know who Pero is?
He's the middleman for this deal, right?
Johnny, are you gonna come on the channel on Sunday evening at 10 p.m. and if there's no bid, what are you gonna say?
I'll come on any time, man. I don't hide.
But the thing is, it doesn't need to be bid. We need to hear open talks, advanced talks. We're gonna officially bid.
Yeah, so if there's nothing, if it's still the same story by Sunday, what are you man gonna say?
Because you've got the whole of you've still got the whole of window. I mean, a deal can get done at any time in this window. The bottom line is Dortmund are trying to get replacements, but the moment it gets leaked out who they're buying or who they bid for, or even if they sign someone, I think what's going to happen is Chelsea will announce Haaland, and Dortmund have already agreed and signed stuff that they're going to announce their player after, potentially, because it doesn't make sense to go in the market, try and buy a player. I'm talking from Dortmund's perspective. To go and try and buy a player after the deal's been announced, it's just not going to happen because they'll just get mugged off.
I think Dortmund will sign Martinez.
No, I think he's too high profile. He's too high profile.
And he doesn't suit them.
No, they'll
They're
buy
going to
him.
go for that Vlad guy.
Marlon. No,
what's that guy's name?
Vlahovic.
Him, yeah. I think they'll go for him.
Vlahovic is a baller, man.
Yeah. And is he young? Is he young?
He's 21.
Yeah, perfect for them.
He's 21 and he got 21 league goals last season.
Yeah, he's the perfect signing for Dortmund. He's their sort of signing, that guy.
They've been linked to
the Isaac or whatever his name is. So they'll buy someone like that. That's who they buy. They like to buy players that they make money on. They don't buy established players like Martinez. They won't buy someone like that who's going to cost them 80
But the thing
million.
is that right now, what I've been told personally is that Inter are looking to sell Martinez more than Lukaku. So they need a big offer for Martinez right now.
Yeah.
They want Martinez gone. They want Martinez gone more than.
I wouldn't even want Martinez at Chelsea. I don't think that'd be a good signing.
No, not at Chelsea.
He doesn't suit us. Like,
not at Chelsea. No way. I'm not.
Why do we need him? We don't have the player to complement.
I'll definitely take Lukaku though, man. 100%.
Lautaro Martinez only works well with like working off the striker. He doesn't.
It's like a Timo Werner. He's very similar to Timo Werner.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone guessed it up at Shoei yesterday. What was that about, man?
He played all right. If he wasn't playing with that selfish ass number 9 who doesn't pass the ball, he'd have been
That
just.
was Batshuayi's fault. That was Batshuayi's fault, man.
He was in good position.
He didn't commit. He wasn't. He didn't commit.
Ads is a striker. He's
absolutely
how it is.
He didn't
he
commit.
wasn't. He was not. He was not.
He was jogging in the box. He didn't sprint. He didn't commit for the ball, man.
Yeah, but he's sitting open at the penalty spot. I mean,
he was running with a man. He was running with a man beside him. Like, if he sprinted, got ahead of his man, then Tammy could have passed it. But it was a bad run.
It definitely was a bad run.
I don't know. I thought the ball could have came earlier. I mean, I don't think Tammy needed to run to the end line to try to get a ball off.
He should have probably shooted more in the direction of the near post.
But that was one of like maybe 3 or 4 opportunities for Tammy to pass the ball, and he kept it in his feet or took a terrible shot.
Okay, listen. The athletic bids were informal, yeah?
What's everyone talking about these informal bids? What is it? How can you have an informal bid? What does that even mean, fam?
It means not official bids.
So what, you're just talking about it?
Yeah.
Kind of nonsense. These boards moving used.
Bro, that's the same thing we heard about Haaland, and there was decline that was actually true as well.
We ain't even gonna sign a midfielder. Apparently Loftus-Cheek staying, fam.
Loftus-Cheek staying?
Apparently.
Yes. That's right, Matt.
He looks good.
Good performance, man.
Yeah, man.
That's right.
Who told you? Who told you?
What's that?
He did say, Xavi. He did
What's
say.
What's that?
He's like, remember when I said don't rule out Lukaku just yet? Chelsea haven't. Macca Sports.
Come on, man. What the hell?
Come on, big rum. Let's go.
You know what? Everyone on Twitter that does these things, they just tweet certain things to cover their tracks. Little.
No, but this guy is so adamant that we're gonna get Lukaku from the beginning of the window. He
would look like an idiot.
Yeah. And he said Rice was gonna come as well this window.
Ali, do you still think we're getting Haaland?
I'm 50-50, bro. I think this week is gonna be crucial. If we don't get any news,
this guy used to be 92%. Told me 92% in the past.
But Ali's
just a flip.
No. Listen. This was 3 weeks ago. We don't have any news since then. That's why.
Exactly. That's why we're not getting him.
And we don't have any news on any other striker.
That's when you hear the saying,
no news is good news.
No news is good
news. We don't have news on Lukaku. How about that?
Yeah, we do. New bids. 2 bids. 2 bids. It came out to
how much?
2 bids.
How much are the bids?
Undisclosed fee.
I don't work with the Athletic, bro.
They're capping, fam. Bro, UK reports are being told to say this shit, man. I'm telling you.
Cool, but Sadiq, what reliable reporter has said anything positive about Haaland?
Yeah.
What reliable journalist has said the deal is definitely not happening?
Jan has not once lied. He's been truthful. He's been truthful the whole way through.
Who said Haaland is staying? No bid will be accepted.
That Berger guy.
Yeah, this is the last week, innit? This is the last week we can get him, like Sancho last week.
Lukaku, Fabrizio said he's staying. He's untouchable. Okay, but Haaland, I didn't hear the same energy, fam. I haven't heard one bit. I haven't heard Team Haaland come out. I haven't heard Rihanna come out saying, yeah, he's staying, fam.
I thought Fabrizio was a tapping merchant, though.
Yeah, but sorry.
I thought Fabrizio was a tapping merchant.
He is, except for Kunde's news.
But Haaland's not his deal. Haaland's Jan's deal. It's not Fabrizio's deal.
And listen to this. The external internal directors of Dortmund come out saying if a crazy bid comes in, how can we say it to the shareholders? But Haaland came out saying.
But where's the bid, bro?
Yeah, but listen to what I'm saying. They're saying if a bid comes in, how can we say no? Without.
Do you not think?
Hang on. That's basically saying Haaland, if the money comes in, goodbye. And he's been professional. Rola's even been professional from. They said nothing.
He's never professional, bro.
So what's stopping Chelsea from bidding? What?
Timing, bro.
Tammy's going 30 mil to Arsenal within the next 3 days, fam.
Tammy's not going nowhere in the next 3 days.
He's going in the next 3 days.
Tammy's not going nowhere in the next 3 days, bro. Not a chance.
You don't believe we're selling Tammy, though?
Arsenal ain't on it like that, man. They ain't just going to throw out a bid straight away like that, man. Come on, bro.
30 mil, bro. He's going to Arsenal, man.
My boy Tammy, bro. We're actually letting him
Johnny, remember what I told you on Space, yeah? The announcement. Yeah. Remember I told you, yeah?
Yeah.
I told you.
Why?
Because, bruv, you clocked all the dots, fam. You're clocking the Sunday, you're clocking everything, fam. So you got to understand.
Detective Johnny.
I know, bruv.
They've seen your shit, fam.
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about.
So, Sadiq, when do you think the bid's coming?
Good.
Personally, when do you think the bid's coming?
Listen, if the bid don't come in by Sunday, we're going to hear talks have opened. Advanced talks. That's what we're going to hear. You know what? I want to bail you, fam. I want to be like, yo, talks open, fam.
I want everyone to
come on the channel, bro. I just don't see it, man.
Ads, it will happen. You just got to be patient.
We couldn't even get it done.
Just for a little bit more.
Tell him who. Tell him what that Yad
Hakimi didn't even want to come to us because he's fucking.
Yeah, but we're
scared.
struggling with Kunde now. We're not struggling.
We're not struggling with Kunde.
With Sevilla.
We're dealing with Sevilla. These deals don't happen in 2 days. It's not FIFA ads.
Yeah, but every time we win a big trophy, the board goes quiet, man.
Yeah, why is that? Like, why is that?
We never build on our success, bro. We just sit back and bake off. I don't know. Like, the board's
we bought Hazard, bro.
Yeah, I know, bro. 9 years
He was the most sought after player.
Ads, I'll tell you what. On that point, if we get to the end of the window and we haven't signed Kunde, we haven't signed Haaland, we haven't signed Tchouaméni, I'm on that because I understand. I am at that at the beginning of the window. I said, at the beginning of the window, I said, if Chelsea don't take advantage of this window, I'm done with the board. But I believe with what we've heard, we are going to get this done.
So you don't
need patience. You just need patience.
We're going to get what done?
We're going to get Kunde done. We're definitely going to get Haaland done. The midfielder.
Oh, so you're 100%.
If it happens,
I
honestly think it's going to happen.
Into the trap, mate. You've fallen into the
I'm
trap,
not
man.
falling into the trap. I'm just not negative like you.
You've set yourself up for heartbreak, bro. You're falling in, man.
I've not set myself up for heartbreak. We're Chelsea fans. We don't do heartbreak.
I think just like that, bro. I already put it in my mind sometimes that something's not going to happen. So like, when it doesn't, I don't.
When are you ever guessed? Let's be real.
We talking about Hassi Fabrizio tweet. Advanced talks Haaland and Chelsea. Looks like the deal's going to be completed on both sides, and I'll be guessed.
So were you guessing what this Kunde deal? Because you're questioning.
Yeah, I was guessing Kunde.
Kunde was personal terms agreed. The deal's going to happen, and now got to offer more peas. So you've gone back to normal.
Fabrizio, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So look at you, Kunde deal. You're not really too.
What do you mean? Yeah, because the board's moving useless, but they should have got it done by now. Fabrizio on that day when he released it, he said the deal was going to get done in the next couple of days, and then it's been a week, and still nothing, not much news on it. It's just gone quiet. We need to pay more. We need to pay more. We're not paying more.
Yeah. Speaking of Simon Johnson, the same guy said that we actually bid for Hakimi, and then Fabrizio said we didn't bid at all.
Yeah. So who are you going to believe on Lukaku now from Simon Johnson? Who are you going to believe Fabrizio? Simon Johnson's just like a tool, man. He's a tool.
He's a puppet.
Puppet master. Chelsea are the puppet masters.
I'm not involved. Just in case he collabs with me. I'm not involved.
Disclaimer.
Who's the Iceman, fam? That's a Jew.
Who are you not involved with?
Okay. Sorry?
Who are you not involved with?
I'm not involved with Rory Jennings.
Rory Jennings?
No, I'm joking. He's hard, man. He's sick. He's coming on my channel soon, man. Fabrizio's coming on my channel soon as well, man.
People keep calling me the skeezer, man. I don't even know who he is.
Who?
People in the chat, man, always say, "Oh, Johnny Jennings or whatever."
No way.
Yeah, man.
What's
all that about?
That's a violation. That's a violation.
What's he talking
that
about?
One is a violation.
Why? What's he saying?
Johnny's far from it. Would you, Johnny? He's that like the guy that wanted Abramovich out and all of that.
Oh no!
When we sacked Lampard.
You know how I was with Lampard. Everyone knows about me.
Yeah, you want him out, fam.
Never, bruv. Never wanted him out. Who told you that?
He's gassing, man.
Gassing, bro.
Pissing himself, isn't he? He's laughing. He's laughing his head off now.
Money!
Yeah, mate. He brought through Mason Mount, mate. Let's put some respect on him. He topped our group. He got us Champions League football. Topped our group to win it. We wouldn't have been in it if it wasn't for Lamps. You know what I mean? Super Frank got us Champions League football. Even Tuchel said it.
Of course, he's gonna say it's PR.
He's our gaffer, isn't he?
Tuchel just has to show some respect, isn't it?
He's got to respect the GOAT. He's got to respect the GOAT. How can you not respect the GOAT?
I want Lampard to get that England job, man.
Yeah, man. He'd be perfect. He'd be perfect.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah.
Lampard wasn't good enough for Chelsea, but I think he has potential as a manager.
It's the experience that let him down. He didn't have the experience.
Now, but he showed in some of the big games against top managers that he can hang.
Well, he done Mourinho, didn't he?
Done Mourinho. He beat everyone. He beat Klopp. He beat Pep. So,
Just what he did to Klopp alone was just minerals, man. He gave him the minerals, bro. Put him in his place. Haaland.
Who said that?
Haaland.
Who's saying that?
It's me, bro.
Haaland. Come on, man. I got to play the Snapchat, innit? I got it on Snapchat. I'll just play it from there, man. Guys, listen to this. Let me show you what's something.
Good, beam me out.
I got ads on Snapchat saying Haaland. He knows deep down. People.
He's playing Fabrizio's role. You see, he knows.
Yeah, he's just negative on the camera.
Yeah.
Inside, he knows he's
worldwide, man. He's doing it for worldwide.
I don't want to get caught.
I said it since March, man. I said it since March. I said, people, don't get your hopes up. He's not coming.
That's what Fab said.
On Sunday, we'll have another discussion, man.
No, when did you say it? May, did you say?
March, bro. On the channel time ago.
Oh, you said that as well, man. So you just copied it. All right.
Yeah, me and Fabrizio know both, and
he knows how to tap in. That's for sure. I know that. He's good at tap-ins. But then anything else, he just gives opinion. He doesn't give facts.
Bro, the Kunde news. Exclusive.
He got Seville source, bro. He got the Tottenham guy as well, man. The Tottenham guy from Seville. He got the same news. He got the same source. That's why. There will be no other Chelsea transfer from him.
Alonso's back in training as well. He's clearly not going to Sevilla.
Yeah, so Seville said no to him.
Nah, why are they saying no?
Seville said no to him, bro.
Yeah, why don't
tell Alonso or Zuma and then use that cash for Kunde? Offer straight up cash.
Well, don't know what else to say, man. I mean, Haaland's coming Chelsea. That's what I can say to you, lot. I don't know what else I can say to you, lot, man. Javi, what do you think? What do you think is happening?
Bro, I don't know. I think I'm getting impatient, honestly, but I think out of nowhere we're just gonna drop bombs. You feel me? Like Kunde, Haaland. Like it's gonna be back to back if we do. I think what Tuchel was saying was we're not just signing anybody. It's not like before where we just getting your Zapacostas and your drink orders. We're getting players that we need. So I think the clubs are pushing hard to deal with the exact players that we want. So like say if this Rice rumor is true, right? You know West Ham is gonna give us a hard time. They're gonna try to do 100 mil, which he's not worth. So I think Marina's back there like in her bag trying to get this negotiation through and stuff like that. So like I'm on the fence as with Haaland. I feel like you guys know way more than I do. So yeah, you guys are confident, but me not know nothing. I'm 50-50. I feel like Lukaku is a possibility. I feel like Rice and Shulmeni and Kunde. So we could get it, but we got to move fast, man. We play Super Cup 11s, and I want us to be prepared for the season because we got a hard schedule at the beginning, man. It's not like before.
Yeah, man.
And we can't complain if we don't back Tuchel with the signings, and then we end up having a rough start to the season and stuff like that. So you're gonna hear, "Oh, Tuchel out, sacked," but I really feel like Tuchel's the one, man. He's the manager.
Well, guys, kind of covered up everything. Who needs to go, man? Who can stay? Who needs to go? Just so I know.
Yeah,
I can stay.
Sorry?
I can stay.
Stay, Ali?
Yeah, I can stay as well.
Ads?
Yeah, I can stay for now, but I'll probably have to cut in a bit.
Javi?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright, cool, we'll stay on. But Matt, I'm gonna let you take over, man. And I got a deadline for him.
Fair enough.
So excited.
Hey, my time to shine once again.
See where you got up.
Oh yeah, I can't just be lying down as a fucking host. So now,
and then he swore. Within a minute of hosting, he already swore. Look at that.
Worldwide Matt.
Hey, we don't need those censorship. We can swear like we want now. Now I'm on. But now we can talk about some proper topics now. Now that Sadiq's gone, no Haaland, no Lukaku. We can talk about the Lewis and Ballack right here, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. So
that's nice.
Tuchel has said that he's staying. Ali.
From time.
He said he might.
Oh, he might go out on loan.
He's not going out on loan now. Tuchel, after what he done at Bournemouth, after what he done at Arsenal, Tuchel has seen the light and he's going to stay. Ali, do you think he's going to have a successful season? Yes or no?
I think he's going to go out on loan, bro. I don't think he's going to stay at Chelsea.
Even if he does go out on loan, do you think he's going to have a successful season?
Yes, he looks like himself again.
Javi, do you think he's going to have a successful season?
You know me, I'm RC high voltage. I've been telling these I've been on Monster Channel, like he's been saying no, and I've been saying, yo, he's back the GOAT, man. See, but did you see what Tuchel said about him? Tuchel said he RC is someone who needs to be pushed to his absolute limit because, like, against the Arsenal game, I saw he was playing kind of safe, but then he saw the glimpses of his runs that he used to make. So I feel like he spends more. If he spends more time with Tuchel will get the best out of him, and we're gonna see that old RLC back. I think he looked decent against Arsenal. It just
it might stop us, Chevy, from buying Shirmeni and Rice. You know,
we need Rice, man. Rice rumors of
might save money. Might save us money.
We need Rice.
Yes, bro.
We need Rice.
Yes, bro. We need Rice.
We need Rice,
man.
We need Rice, man.
We need Rice, bro.
We need Rice.
This guy, man, first guy I've ever come on stream that wants Rice, man. The first guy, bro.
I'm a big Rice.
Everyone else doesn't want Rice. They don't understand.
But he don't want Haaland, though. He don't want Haaland.
Johnny knows, man.
No, he didn't say he doesn't want Haaland. He says he doesn't think we'll get Haaland. Right? That's two separate things.
No. He's lying. He said he doesn't want Haaland either.
He doesn't want Haaland.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe it.
Cool. I don't want the future best striker in the world.
Stick. You know you're trolling. Go do your deadline.
Yeah, so
honestly, man, we need Rice, man.
Like a good little boy.
We need Rice, man. We need Rice immediately.
Yo, after seeing that performance against Arsenal, what do you guys think of Werner? You guys think he's going to carry the same form into next season? Because I didn't see anything different.
I watched the game at the stadium. He's just as bad in real life as he is on the TV.
Oh, guys, listen. Let me tell you something. I was playing football yesterday, innit? Yeah? And a guy set me up bare times. And I miskicked one in. So I know how he feels, fam. Like, it's hard.
Yeah, it's not a nice feeling to miss.
No, it's not a nice feeling. Basically, I tried to hit my right foot. I miskicked it, hit my left foot, and went in, luckily. And the other one, it went over the bar. So I know how he feels, fam.
Yeah, that's if you don't take a touch, then that's what happens.
Yeah, it's difficult, man. It's difficult.
You know what
Yeah.
You know what I clocked about being a striker having chances, yeah? When you've got loads of time to think about what you're doing, and it's just so much.
That's the worst thing.
Yeah, because it's not
when
instinct.
you're
You're
running
not following your
at the
instinct.
halfway line and you just got bare time and space just to think about everything. Therefore, start running
You
in your head,
don't
then
finish.
it's way harder.
It's got to be based on
you're not.
instinct.
It's not your instinct. Yeah, it's not your instinct
When you just have like a snapshot, man, like someone says,
You can't react. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When you have so much time to think about, you're running through from the halfway line. It's difficult.
You overthink it.
Yeah, it's the same with Morata. Like Morata has good striking instincts, but when he has time to think about his shot, he's awful.
So peak, fam.
I still think Werner though.
Right,
Once a
lads,
striker like Haaland.
Big up everyone. Yeah, big up.
Big up, Johnny.
I got to shoot. Yeah, yeah.
And number
Thanks for having me
one,
on, yeah.
Erling
Nice
Haaland
one.
fan. Thank you for coming on. But ads.
Listen, MM19, bro. MM19.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean?
Of course, Mason Mount is the number one at Chelsea.
Yeah, he's the number one. He's Mr. Chelsea, bro.
Money!
Mr. Chelsea.
Money!
Money!
Every day, bro. Every day. I told the waitress I want number 19, bro. That's what I told her, man.
Oh yeah, tell that story before you go. Tell the story before you go, please.
I went out for a meal, innit? And then when I booked the restaurant, I asked for table 19. So when I got there, I was given table 19. So I gave everyone a little sneak preview, videoed it, and said, "What better way to eat your nice meal than on
the Megastore
Megastore.
Number on the
You're lagging, bro.
You're lagging.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
He's lagging.
They wouldn't let me sell the Haaland shirt.
No, repeat again, because you're lagging, bro. You're lagging. And he's gone.
Johnny. Bro, this is rigged, bro. They just don't want him to say the story. Chelsea are watching the stream. They don't want him to say the story.
That is so peak, fam. The main story that I want to hear, he's not going to be able to say it. Matt, back to you, man.
But anyway, so ads. You like Declan Rice, yeah? How much would you pay for him?
As much as it costs.
As much as it costs. What?
It's not his money, though. No, it's money.
Not my peers, man.
So
yeah,
100 million, you would pay that ads?
100
One
million.
second.
His mum's calling him to give him snaps.
Yeah, his mum's just heard him say that. Just give him a slap on the face. But anyway,
do you remember the Champions League draw? The Champions League draw, yeah, when we celebrated Porto, his mum switched at him on the live stream. Sorry, carry on, Ali.
But yeah, I mean,
I'd pay like max 50 million. I'd pay for Rice. I wouldn't pay more than that. I could see West Ham accepting 60 to 70 max, I think.
What did Xavi say?
Xavi didn't say a price.
I said 50. We shouldn't go above 50.
Oh,
like 50. I think 50 is even too much. I think he's worth 40 mil. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, I think 50 is the level. No more.
You think he's worth 40 mil?
Yeah, bro. He's not, bro. He's not any. He's good, but it's not like 50 mil good. Like 50, 60 mil good. Like.
Nah, you must be capping, bro.
I'm not capping, bro. We're gonna. I mean, I think Pogba will go for 50, right? Right now, he's going for 50.
Yeah. Wait.
Rice is not on the same level as Pogba.
Yeah, but Pogba's on 1 year left of contract.
Yeah, and also Rice is English, so English tax.
But I'm saying all things fair, like you're getting way more with Pogba than you are with Rice. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we need someone to sit.
Like it's not even like Rice can do multiple things. He's good for that destroyer position. So it's not like we're paying for like someone who can add that extra. It's a one position premium price, bro. So it's like, okay, let's pay for that upgrade. You know what I mean? It's not like he could freaking get bare assists, bare goals from his position. So he's just doing one job.
But by the way, just a quick question: did you just wake up?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, okay. What's
I
that?
mean, yeah. And I'm not trying to talk too loud in my house right now.
Or you might get beat. So.
Nah, I got a baby in the crib that's sleeping. So.
Okay.
Huh?
What's the time?
It's 9.
Can't even hear you, man.
Yeah, you can't talk loud. People sleep in this crib, innit? It's 9 a.m. Alright, cool. Yeah, ads. Carry on, man. Any price. Rice. No? I don't know. I think he's lost.
Ad's talking about 100 million. He's bugging.
Yeah, that is crazy. I mean, he must be working for Rice and get a little bonus at the end of the transfer. Little 5% fee. But yeah, I just don't see, like, I understand that he is a good player and West Ham want to take advantage of the whole English price tag, inflated transfer market, but 80 to 100 million, it's just absolute crazy money. Unless it's like with like Zaha thing, it was always 80 million, but you understood why, because they had a 25% sell-on clause to United, so you knew they weren't getting 25% of the transfer fee. So realistically, he was 60 million, but they had to add the 20 million on to get to pay to United. West Ham don't have that. They're going to get 100% of that 80 million. There's no sell-on fee. There's nothing like that. They're just going to try and get 100 million for Rice. It's absolutely disgusting. For me, I don't know why Chelsea are even entertaining Rice at the moment. Just don't even bother. Just go and get your alternatives and then let West Ham worry about where they're going to get their money. Let them go into financial trouble. Let them rot.
They're taking the mick as well. Like, they want us to sell Zuma for cheaper and Tammy for cheaper.
Exactly. Put in insulting bids like they have. Come on. Silly people. I don't give a shit whether he's Mason Mount's best friend. Go and get Tchouaméni, who's half the price. And probably just as good. The only question with Tchouaméni is, can he do it in the Prem? But I'd argue, can Rice do it at a big club? Add you back?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
So yeah, explain. Your 100, you'd pay anything. Why?
Because I think he's a top player, bro. So I don't care about the money, how much it costs. So it doesn't matter to me, man. Turn up in a big game, Euro finals, England's best player. He's a good player, man, and he's a CDM. He allows us to go back to a 4 at the back if we want. So
I know you're gassing about England's best player.
In the final, he was 100%.
No, he was not.
Who was then?
Freaking whatchamacallit, Walker. And Walker and Shaw was better than him.
Nah, no way, man. Rice was doing his thing in the final, man. Even Sadiq knows, and he's a Rice hater.
Why are you putting me in the spotlight, fam?
You know, though, he was alive doing his thing.
Oh, lie. Declan Rice done his thing on the final. Can't lie.
He was playing hard, man. He's a baller, man.
That was probably his best game that I watched with him. And then people telling me I've never watched him.
Cool, bro.
To be fair, though, he did remind me a bit of Kante going forward, though. Like, the final thinking isn't really there. He ain't got the vision like me.
CDM, though, it doesn't need to be there, to be honest.
He's not on my level.
He's there to protect the defense, man.
So why are you paying more than 50 mil for him if he can't do that?
I feel like we need him. We definitely need a CDM.
We need a CDM, but I feel like there's also other CDMs out there that we could get.
Yeah, but he's probably the best on the market.
Don't know about that.
He's better than Tchouaméni, man.
In what way?
Stop it.
He's more of a CDM than Tchouaméni, though.
Yeah, he is.
Exactly, and that's what we need.
Yeah, but when you deep it, when Georgina and Kante and that leave within the next...
Tchouaméni's a ball, isn't it, but...
You think he's better than Ndidi?
Yeah, for sure.
What about...
Ndidi's dead with the ball at his feet, man.
What about Basuma?
Yeah, he's better than Basuma as well. He's one of the best CDMs in the league. I told you. A midfield of Rice, Kante, and Mount, one of the best in Europe.
Wait, hold on. You said Ndidi is dead at the ball at his feet. Yeah. You're saying Rice can't play progressive passing.
He can, man. He's a lot better under pressure. He's a lot better under pressure than Ndidi as well, man.
Sideways passing. We're just gonna have him passing sideways all the time.
That's what everyone said about Jorginho before, man. Anyway, we got a top manager anyway that can help him out, bro. There's loads of players at the club before Tuchel came.
So we're gonna pay 100 million that needs help from a manager how to pass.
Who doesn't need help? Every player needs help.
Erling Haaland doesn't need help.
I'm not gonna lie though. I feel like Tuchel has.
Haaland's gonna come score as many goals in the Premier as he did in the Bundesliga.
Of course not. But he's still going to score loads of goals.
Yeah, but he still needs to develop his game. He's not a perfect striker, is he?
Valerian.
Yo.
What you saying, man?
Big up.
I don't know about Rice, man. Watch when he goes to a big club and takes his game to the next level. Watch.
We'll see. We'll see.
United?
Yeah, United.
Hopefully at Chelsea. No?
Nah, it's not coming to Chelsea.
Man, like adds 100 mil for Rice, fam.
Much
Guys,
definitely, captain.
Sorry?
I need to go, yeah?
This guy was like, I can stay. Now he's like,
Something came up, bro. I need to go.
in a bit, man.
Well, tennis tournament.
No, I don't, bro. You didn't see my video last week.
Yeah,
I need to go play paddle, bro. Anyway, in a bit.
What a fraud, this guy.
I knew it was something to do with that.
This guy's a fraud. This
guy knows, bro. This guy knows.
You guys. In the week, no. Brian, you're here to take Ali's spot, man.
Yeah.
That's an upgrade, in my opinion.
Matt, tell him 100 mil, man.
Yeah. Ryan, Ads has said that he'd pay 100 million for Rice. Would you agree, or do you think he's chatting?
I don't know. Like, he hasn't been on the streams for a long time, so I don't know what he's spoken.
I think he's just trying to get that clickbait, like try and bring the view in. Ads, we do actually have quite a few viewers, and we don't actually need any clickbait titles.
No, I'm joking, but I wouldn't pay more than 50 or 60 for Rice, and that's only because of English tax. I'd go that high. I don't know, like
50 for Rice when Ben White was 50.
Maybe 50 is a bit.
The same thing. They're kind of the same.
Like, I don't think he's a world class.
Rice is way better than Ben White.
But we're playing a back three anyways. You know what I mean? Like, I know we're gonna go to a back four, but like, I don't see Rice as a world class DM. I don't even know if I see him as like an elite DM. I think he's a good DM, maybe very good, but like, I just don't like.
That's what we're trying to tell this guy, right?
Over 60 more, like, especially with a back three where Jorginho's looking good. When it looks like Tuchel's gonna keep that going as his main formation, then you know what I mean. Like, I don't see the need to pay 70 mil, 80 mil, or even 100 mil on Rice. You know what I mean?
Go on, Ryan.
100 mil for someone that's likely going to sit on the bench anyway. Because if Rice comes in, he's not getting in over Jorginho at the moment.
No, he's not sitting.
He's not getting in consistently over Kante. He'll rotate when Kante needs him to, but he's not getting in straight away. So Ads wants to pay £100 million for someone that's going to sit on the bench as a third choice, if we're being honest. Because I think
a lot of people say, like, you know, I mean, might need to sit on the bench and then eventually it'll become our main DM. But and then a lot of the arguments that people are using for Declan Rice against Tuchel or Kamara is Premier League proven, so there'll be less time for him to need to adapt. But say he's sitting on the bench mostly for like a year or two. If we bring in someone like a Tuchel, a Kamara, someone younger who's got better potential in a couple of years, who's better on the ball, better technically, who's could be a potential deep lying playmaker. If Tuchel comes in right now with, say, we pay 30-40 million for him, he comes in, he's not going to be expecting to start every single game. Like, I don't think he will be that annoyed with maybe sitting on the bench 1 or 2 seasons, learning off Kante, learning off Jorginho.
I'll be back.
And then a couple seasons later, he's our main midfielder, you know what I mean? Whereas Rice, if he comes in off like 100 million, 80, 90 million, he's going to be expecting to play, and Roman's going to expect Tuchel to play him. So, and then if he doesn't play, and he's on 100 mil price tag, then but Jorginho's still playing good. Like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you completely. Like, people keep going, oh, but Tchouaméni can't adapt to the Premier League, but he's not going to start in the first place. This is the perfect time to get someone like that because they're going to have the time to slowly breed their way into the team and then adapt and hopefully become that player. And for me, like, I think the way I'd go about it, you think Kante in a few years he is going to eventually drop off and he is not going to be a mainstay in the first team. Eventually he will go. Jorginho, you'd expect him to probably make his move back to Italy in the future, in 1 or 2 years. Kovacic, I just don't see staying around for too much longer. So there's going to be options. We're going to need to buy more midfielders in anyway. So I don't see why don't we just wait for Rice when he's 1 or 2 years left of his contract and we get him for cheaper anyway. And then you have Tchouaméni, who's already built in, bred in, fully ready for the Premier League. You've got Rice who will bring in, who will be more developed by then. You probably get him cheaper because his contract is lower, because he won't sign a new contract because he doesn't want to stay at West Ham. And he knows if he does, that he's going to have the Harry Kane effect or the Zaha effect. So I don't see why you don't just wait for Rice. I mean, the only issue about that is United may go in through next season, but then Chelsea can just do the same. I don't see what's the issue with that. But people don't understand this one.
So you do want Rice long term?
In the future, maybe, but not for this price. I'm not against Rice. I'm just against Rice for stupid money.
Oh my, I don't even know if I want him like for the future. Like, I won't be too angry if you get him at a decent price, but it's like got Tchouaméni, you got what's his name, Gilmore, who half the fan base or most of the fan base thinks gonna become one of our main midfielders, and then we're gonna get another young midfielder in Tchouaméni, and then Jorginho was probably gonna stay at the club 2 or 3 more years, and then I don't know what's going on with Kovacic, but if he stays, he's still got another couple of years in him, and then we know that Roman Abramovich, if he sees things are going tough with the midfield, he might just splash a little 60-70 million on just a star midfielder like a Camavinga maybe in a couple of years. So it's like
you got Jude Bellingham as well.
Jude Bellingham, like it's not like, you know what I mean, we're gonna get these midfielders. We're not gonna sign midfielders after that, because when Roman Abramovich is your owner, even if you don't need certain players because he's got the money and just because he just wants to get them, we'll just get extra midfielders. So I don't even know. Like I'm not even too keen on Declan Rice being a long-term target for us, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you mean. I mean, there is obviously other options that you can get in the future. That's what I think. I look at this Rice deal. I go, yeah, he could potentially be good in the whole Mason Mount best friend thing, former Chelsea player coming back and becoming a success. I get that, and I could ride with that if it happens. But it's not like he's the only man out there. It's not like he's Haaland, you've got Haaland or you've got fucking the Serbian Peter Crouch and Vlahovic or whatever his name is. You've got fucking Lukaku who's rejected us 5, 6, 7 times or whatever. There is other players at Declan Rice. You've got Camavinga who you could get this season for potentially £30 million. You've got Tchouaméni who you can get for 35, 40 million pounds. We're forgetting about Boubakary Kamara who you can get for £15 million this summer.
Yeah.
And you've got people like Bellingham who in the future will be the next big thing in a few years. People are thinking that Declan Rice is the only man you can get out there. But it's just not true. So why would you pay £100 million when there's so many alternatives out there?
He's Premier League proven and he has experience that we need. We don't want someone that has to get time to adapt.
Yeah, but you've got Jorginho and Kante here.
I know, but sometimes you have to invest in the squad for long term as well.
Yeah, but for Tchouaméni, you're investing in that. You're bringing him in while Jorginho and Kante are taking the team.
We're saying that he won't become the next Bakayoko or anything, but we don't know if he'll bang as well. It's still a risk.
Yeah, but you don't. At the same time, Rice might not bang at a big club. You've seen many. You don't know Tchouaméni's not going to bang.
He's got a bigger chance though because he's been in the Premier League, bro, and he knows how it is.
Yeah, but also, is that worth £70 million or £50 million or whatever it's going to be?
Also, yeah, Rice, like I don't know. Apart from the final, like when it was like the Euros, yeah, at West Ham, yeah, they normally play like a low block system, and then they go on the counter attack using Mika Antonio. So he's mostly defending. But at Chelsea, we're mostly on the ball. We like to dominate possession. We like to pin teams back and have most of the ball. And I don't know. When I watched him for England, like he's not bad on the ball, but he doesn't look that comfortable on the ball. You know what I mean? Like certain times, I mean, he's always going for the safe option. Certain times he's hiding from the ball. Like that's the stuff that McTominay does. Hide from the ball. You don't want the ball in the middle of the park. That's what Jorginho does. That's what Kovacic does. But he's hiding away from the ball when he's meant to be the main central midfielder, who's meant to be who's meant to be a long DM. You know what I mean? So especially at Chelsea, you're meant to take over from that Jorginho role. You can't be scared to to pick up the ball in midfield, in between the two centre backs, dropping in between when you're getting pressured. Like Rice doesn't. I don't know. Like Tuchemeni at Monaco, at least he's mostly on the ball. But Rice, like I know a lot of people will say, you know what, he's Premier League proven, he doesn't need to adapt. But what if he does have to adapt to a new system where he's constantly on the ball, where the play constantly goes through him, and if he plays next to Kante is we know how good Kante is, but his specialities aren't on the ball. So Declan Rice is gonna have to be the man dictating and doing that Jorginho job. But what if he has to adapt into Tuchel's system? Then what?
Yeah, and I mean, one name I'm going to throw in to destroy all this Premier League proven stuff out the window: Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips plays defensive midfielder in a progressing team, can progress the ball, but can make a good tackle. And I'm not being funny. When he was paired with Rice, he was helping make Rice look good at times. And he would be much cheaper, but because he's a Leeds player and, you know, we've got a big rivalry with Leeds, no one wants to talk about it. If we're going to talk about Premier League proven, get Calvin Phillips in.
How much is he worth?
I mean, I imagine Rice, Leeds would probably put something like, probably 50. But that's just because they want to put it at the same level as Rice, because Rice is setting the line now. But I'd pay as much for Phillips as I would for Rice.
Just before we carry on, big up
Right. And I think we. Oh.
Just sorry. Big up Edward for donation, €5. Tuchemeni now, Bellingham in the future. Go on, Javi. What are you saying?
I think Calvin Phillips is better than Rice in some ways. Like I think Calvin Phillips could pass forward, but he's also a ball winner as well.
Exactly. I mean, I'd argue he suits more than Rice does to the system. If you're going to talk about
progressive,
that, he's better on the ball. He's a lot better than Rice on the ball. Phillips.
And you imagine someone like Phillips playing next to a Kante, or playing next to even a Jorginho. Yeah. I think Phillips can adapt to what Jorginho needs in terms of the energy player that needs to run about and get the ball and cover for Jorginho. But he can also do the Kante. You use what Kante needs, which is a person who can spring a ball fast across diagonal passes, forward passes, side to side. He can do both. So for me, when you look at Rice versus Phillips, I see Rice looking so much better.
But what's it called? Also Bissouma as well. Like I don't know. Like even when I watched him play, like I remember when we played against Brighton, the 0-0 draw. Like he was probably the man of the match in that game. Like,
he lost it.
So press resistant, especially against Man United as well. He looked so press resistant, so comfortable on the ball, but it's also solid defensively as well. And because he's not English and he's at Brighton, which finished lower than West Ham, you'll probably get him at a cheaper price. Like, but I'd rather pay 40, 50 for Bissouma than pay 80, 90, 100 for Declan Rice. You know what I mean?
That'd be a good buy for us. Bissouma would help us massively.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, there's players even in the Premier. That's the thing with Rice. There's players in the Premier League that are just as good or if not better than Rice in terms
And that's
of
what I was trying to make. That's the point
value.
I was trying to make to add. I was trying to make. I said we could probably get someone better, just as good or better.
Yeah, it's all right going, oh, it's not my money. We spend what we want. If you're spending 100 million on Rice, you're definitely not getting Koundé. If you're spending 100 million on Rice, arguably you're not getting Haaland.
Yeah, facts.
So you got to think about it. We know that Haaland is the guy that we need to splash all the cash for because he is the number one of his position. There's no one else like that out there for him. There's no alternative. So that is the position you need to splash on. Whereas a Rice, there's plenty of alternatives that, yeah, there could be a little bit of a high risk, but clubs have got to take risks. Transfers do fail. People have got to stop being afraid of transfers failing. Sometimes you've got to take a risk on a player. And if that risk comes off, then you're going to be talking about Tchouaméni being one of the best transfers ever made in Premier League history.
If we only had
I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying people could be talking about that if he succeeds. The club's got to take that risk. Rather than just spending, you can't spend 100 million on a player every transfer.
It's your Haaland.
Yeah, the Haaland's a different reason. Go on, Ryan.
No, carry on.
Nah, I was finishing my point now. So,
if we were to only get Premier League proven players, then if the whole league was only to get Premier League proven players and say, you know what, let me not get players from other leagues because look how this player flopped, then the whole league would be English. Like, you know what I mean? The whole league, not English, the whole league would just be full of English talent or mostly English. We wouldn't have these great foreign players that come today, you know what I mean? So, like, I get the Premier League proven thing, but why can't we look at system proven as well? Like, Basuma plays in a system where Brighton always want to dominate the ball, always want to play fancy football, and is used to being pressed, is used to being comfortable on the ball, and is used to having his team on the ball majority of the time and not always having to defend. Same with Tchouaméni, same with Kamara. But because then them man don't play in the Prem, it's like, let's just ignore all the factors and let's just go for Premier League proven, you know what I mean? Like,
exactly. I mean, it's the whole Premier League proven thing. It's all right when you can get someone that's Premier League proven, but unfortunately, you need. Yeah, I mean, like the Beautiful Game's a cheap flop over expensive flop. You'd rather that all day long. I mean, if it's someone that's kind of like you're like very iffy for, like Bakayoko was someone that everyone was. You had people that said he was really good, but you had someone people say was really crap, and a lot of Monaco fans weren't that unhappy that he left.
Yeah. I'm surprised.
But they're kind of things that raise eyebrows, and that's what you mean. You go, well, are Chelsea really doing like Danny Drinkwater for 30 million? That's not something you taking a risk for. That's just stupidity.
We had to buy homegrown at that time.
Yeah, I understand we had to buy homegrown, but you can buy better than Danny Drinkwater. And that's just the point I make. Like you clubs have got to take risks and got to make good deals. You can't just spend lots and lots of money. This isn't FIFA. You can't just get Rice in, get Haaland in, get Koundé in, I heard someone say on Twitter, the window Chelsea should be going after is Marquinhos, Rice, and Haaland. I was like, where's your magic money tree to get all that money? Because you're not getting it. You can't physically. A club can't do that. Not even someone at Real Madrid's level back in the day could have done that. Barcelona's level back in the day. No, Man City can't do that. No one can do that. PSG can't even do that themselves. Now they're getting a lot.
I'm not even gonna lie though.
We're going, Xavi.
That a transfer window of Marquinhos and Haaland alone, that would be a 10 out of 10 for me. Because Marquinhos, Marquinhos could play the left side, LCB, CB, CDM. He could play all across that back line. He could even fit in a right back if you want him to, because he was a right back at one point. He could play all across that defensive line, and he could play CDM, bro. You're getting like five positions, and he does a quality job at those positions. So that's a dream signing. Not dream, but like
the dream Thiago Silva replacement, man. Literally, he's literally Thiago Silva, bro. But
Who?
just Marquinhos, bro.
He's not that big built though, is he?
Who? Thiago Silva, Marquinhos.
Marquinhos, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you know what I mean, like, especially imagine him next to Thiago Silva for one season, man. That would bang different.
I mean, it's like the master giving his passing it on to the apprentice. Marquinhos was the apprentice of Thiago Silva at PSG. Thiago Silva moves on to Chelsea. Marquinhos moves on to Chelsea, and then the baton is handed over. Thiago Silva was our leading defender, marshalling the back line, gives it over to Marquinhos, and Marquinhos does the same. That would have been perfect. But unfortunately, Marquinhos is just simply I don't think a price that would get him out of PSG.
No, I think Fabrizio said he's definitely not leaving.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. There's no price you can give PSG to let him go. And PSG are one of the people, they don't really care what money you flash. They don't need it.
Yeah.
But Sadiq, you need to highlight this comment from Sinaf. Speaking facts. Definitely. I'm saying this right now. Declan Rice, yeah. Saves £100 million. If we're going to spend 100 million on Declan Rice and that's the price, give me Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
It's not the same position.
I mean, he's been playing the same position at the moment. He's been playing double six for Tuchel at the moment. Arsenal and Bournemouth, and has done pretty well. And that's without having a proper partner next to him, because playing Kovacic next to him is just a bit stupid because they're both the same player. And then playing, I think it was Gallagher on that last match. I mean, that's basically youth FC talking.
Nah, yo.
Put him next to a Jorginho or next to a Kante.
Yo, Ruben at that position wouldn't be bad, yo, if he could get adjusted, because if you think about it, like, he can pass, he can play the ball forward, I've seen him put in good tackles in that match as well. Like, he could grow into that position. Too good to just coach him into that position.
Ruben is one of them players he likes to be coached. He'll come under a manager's wing and learn from it. You look at the Sarri season. He wasn't ready at first. Sarri said he needs to improve on this, and that. And he grew on that. And after a couple of months, he got into the team and he smashed it. Whereas someone like Callum Hudson-Odoi, all right, yes, he's a lot younger, so it takes maybe a little bit more time to get tactically involved. But he wasn't really learning. He wasn't really doing the things Sarri wanted. And if I'm honest, he still hasn't learned some of the stuff that Sarri wanted him to do. So that just proves Ruben Loftus-Cheek desperately wants to get into his team, and he'll do anything for any manager. He'll play in goal if you want him to.
I think Callum was impressive, no?
Yeah, Callum under Sarri.
Under Sarri, yes. But I think on Saturday, he definitely looked like he got that step of pace back.
Yeah, man, he ripped that guy. What was his name?
Mari.
Yeah, he got ripped. Man.
I mean, he looks better. He looks better, but all I'm going to say, with the way the whole media is going out saying he's got his pace back, he's ready, I don't want to hear any more excuses from the Callum Hudson-Odoi stands this year. If he plays and he doesn't do it, I'm sorry, you've put himself into a hole, because you've said that he's ready, he's back. It's like me. If Ruben Loftus-Cheek fouls this year, I'll put my hands up and say, all right, he's not ready. He's done. Fair enough. And he needs to move on and maybe at a lower level try and build up again and try and make something out of his career. But for Callum, all these show stands on Twitter and even on some big YouTube channels, they are proper saying he's ready, he's got his pace back, he's done from this injury, he's developed and he's ready to take the left wing as his own. For me, I still don't think he's ready for left wing. I think you look at the people that are in that left wing position, there's so much competition, Werner, Pulisic, and I still don't think he's going to get time there. So that's why I still think especially when you look at the wing backs, they effectively in Tuchel's position play as wingers anyway. So I don't see why, even if it's a thing where he plays left wing back and is back up to Chilwell, if Alonso and Emerson go, Chilwell is not going to play every game. Why isn't he play one backup wing back to either James, Chilwell, and learn from there?
I've never seen so many Callum Hudson-Odoi stands, man. I've never seen so many stands for one player as Callum Hudson-Odoi, bro. I'm telling you.
And they are toxic as well.
Bruh, yeah.
If you even put a bit of Pulisic prop up, you're getting slaughtered.
I like Callum Hudson-Odoi though, but
I like him. I always thought Sarri was because I was a bit younger. I thought Sarri was doing him a bit of injustice, but then I learned that he's not tactically ready, and there were just faults to his game even before the injury. It was all right because he was kind of the guy that everyone was doing work around him and covering for in terms of tactically the pressing that he wasn't doing at that time. But now we're seeing that there is more mistakes and there is things he needs to improve on. I still think there is things, even now he's back to his...
He's nowhere. He's not the finished article. It's gonna come with time. He's still young. He's still youngest out of the lot that we're talking about. Like Pulisic, Mount, Ruben, Tammy. He's the youngest there. But I feel like he has the highest ceiling.
Yeah, probably. I think, I just want to see him get regular game time, either right wing or left wing. I think he's more effective and better on the left because it gives him more unpredictability in it. Because you can go on the outside and shoot or create a chance, or you can go on the inside. And then if you're a right footer, from the left, it's easier to shoot with your left foot than having to cut inside and then curl it with your left. So, yeah, but I want to see him have more game time. I think I don't know what it is with him. I think he just got unlucky with the injury, and then no managers really put proper faith into him. Whether that's because of tactically or attitude, I don't know. But I hope Tuchel shows some faith in him because he's been stop and start in it. Like he'd look good, everyone likes his back, and then he just doesn't play, or he picks up an injury, or he's just out of the squad completely. So. You know what I mean? So with Hudson-Odoi, I think he's a very, very good player, and I think he just needs game time. That's about it, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of the things that if you want to play, I understand that he's probably his best position is left wing. If you want to play left wing, you have got to fight for your place because there is multiple options on the left wing. We all slag off Timo Werner, but he got over 20 goals and assists last season from that. Predominantly the left forward position. There's not really a left wing position; it's more of a left forward. But so he's got Callum Hudson-Odoi has got to go against that, and then you've got Pulisic who is looking to fight back and get into that position. Because I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, it's all right, let's play Callum Hudson-Odoi in left wing," but we all moaned at Lampard when Pulisic played on the right wing, and we were saying he has to play at left wing, and then we all moan at Timo that he shouldn't play up front; he should play left side of a forward. So we've got three players that we all want to play at left wing, but only one of them can play regularly at left wing. So I think that's the issue you have. I think my issue is I just think, especially at age of Callum Hudson-Odoi, this is why I always said loan him out because he's at the age where he can get a good loan. He's young enough where he can get that development. And if he comes out for any Premier League or German team, then he's going to get right back into that squad.
No. I think loan is not good because he still has his uses on this Chelsea side, especially playing big games too, like we saw Atletico Madrid first leg and stuff like that. I feel like playing with these crop of players and keeping them at this mentality and working with Tuchel because he's going to get the best working with Tuchel. I already seen it in his attitude. Like he got taken, like Tuchel managed him, take him off when he's not doing the running back, not tracking back. So now he went into the summer and said, I need to work on this. I need to get fitter. I need to, fight for my place. And he's developing that mentality here at Chelsea. But the fans just need to be patient. Like there is going to be inconsistencies. We just have to let the guy develop. It's as simple as that.
I think, the thing is, I think with the left wing thing, I think for me, Werner, if we get Haaland, I don't want to see Werner play that regularly. Like, I don't mind him coming off the bench and playing games here and there, but he shouldn't be starting regularly. If we get Haaland, we should just have two very good creators around him as the 2 10s, and then Werner can just hold the bench. I'll be honest.
Ryan, you're saying that, but if you think about our creators last season, Werner had the most assists. So say if you
But I'm speaking about proper creators, not just.
Oh,
like,
I know what you mean, but
like Hudson-Odoi, Hudson-Odoi.
You're talking about from the wing.
Yeah.
Or even Cam,
but I don't think Werner, like, you don't give him the ball and then expect him to create like you do with Hudson-Odoi, Ziyech, Pulisic. I think as well. I think if Haaland is there as well, I think Hudson-Odoi, Ziyech, Pulisic, James, like, I think they'll all get more assists and they'll look more.
I agree
like
with you.
Creators,
Right.
but, yeah.
I agree with you in terms of he definitely doesn't need to be starting every game, but I think we could play a 2-striker system with him where he's the one doing like that off the ball work, and Haaland is the main guy. We're pumping the balls into him, and then Werner's running off of him. But he shouldn't. I agree with you. He shouldn't be starting all the time. Say if we switch to the 3-4-3, it should be. I think wingers over him that's starting that position, but with the flexibility, we could go to like a 4-2-4. I mean, yeah, 4-2-4, and he could work well with the Haaland link up. Like when he's at Red Bull Leipzig, he worked well with Paulson in that aspect. Like Paulson was the guy who was doing all the hold up, and that's why he got so much chances and so much goals. Because Werner's never been the type to finish. Like this is him. Like he's not gonna change. We need it to like. It's about creating a lot, but Haaland would take that pressure off of him because he's going to be the clinical guy to back us goals. So,
yeah, I mean, we're talking about this. We're forgetting Mason Mount as well.
Mason Mount, Xavi didn't like him.
You think, obviously, in terms of Tuchel's system, if Haaland comes in, obviously Haaland is going to play up front. Then you've got Mason Mount is likely going to play majority of the games, whether people like it or not. He's probably going to play predominantly in that right wing position, that right number 10 or whatever it's going to be. So you've got the left, you've got Pulisic, you've got Werner, you've got Callum Hudson-Odoi, you've got Ziyech, that are all not getting game time at that point. You've got Havertz as well.
Where is Mount's best position?
See, for me, I still think a number 8 is his best position, but obviously we don't play with number 8. So when I look at it in terms of this formation, I'd say it's one of the number 10s.
What do you think, Xavi?
I struggle to. I don't know because he's not Cam. He does more like. I would have to agree with Matt and say. He is the best at 8, but we don't play that 8. Because I feel like someone could do a better job offensively at where he's playing right now, more creativity. But, he has to be in there.
I think tactically, the way he, obviously in one of them 3 forward positions, he can drop into that central to make that free in midfield and especially in defensively, and create that. There's not really many players in the squad that can fulfill the tactics that Mason Mount can do on the field. So that's why he's going to be there near enough week in, week out. And that's why I think, again, when you talk about Callum Hudson-Odoi, you got all these players fighting for one position, which is a big struggle. And that's why I think, again, he's probably going to get pushed out into the wing backs, which I don't think is the worst thing for him. We've got him, Ryan.
Yeah. I think, though, like, of course, Werner's going to get games. Everyone's going to get games because it's going to be a long season with a lot of games. But I just think, obviously you can't play regularly at left wing because there's a lot of competition there. But I just want to see it a bit more often in it. Because I think Pulisic, with his injury record, he's a walking injury at one point. You know what I mean? And then sometimes he might be used as a super sub as well. Werner, obviously will play games as well, but I don't think he'll play every game. He won't play regularly. So I think because there's so many games, I just want to see Hudson-Odoi at left wing a little bit more often in it, because we haven't really seen it that much under Tuchel. But with Mount, I think the thing is, I don't think he's a number 10, because I think as a number 10, like the whole system, most of the system relies on you creating, and I think Mount can't really create as a number 10. But when there's 2 10s and there's 2 creators, it leaves more space for Mount, as he's one of the 2 10s. So I mean, more people, more players will have to mark the other 10 as well. So it gives him more space and more time to create, and then you can, like when we play Jorginho and Kante, he can drop deeper into a number 8 next to Kante, and then you know what I mean. And then what's it called? You can dribble out from there. So I think his best position is one of the 2 10s.
Yeah, I mean, I just think with Callum Hudson-Odoi, obviously we know he's a good crosser at the ball, and he can get them balls in. I just think where the way Tuchel plays this system of the 3-4-3, if you watch the wing backs effectively, especially when Callum Hudson-Odoi played it, his position is predominantly up in the wings, because they look to whatever side it is, they look to overload that side, and then that wing back becomes a forward player. So especially if you want to see him play on that left side, I'd like to see him play in that left wing back. I'd like to see him play in that right wing back. And then when he does get the opportunity, and when there is rotation, I would like to see him at left wing. But my problem is if he's predominantly looking to stay in that left wing position, which the Callum Hudson-Odoi fans want, they don't want him playing wing back at all this season. I just don't think he's going to get enough time again. And then that's where you put the point of how long can he stay playing sporadically and not showing his full potential. And that's where you look at and go, well, is there an opportunity where he can get a loan out? But that's something that it's hard to talk about.
Yeah. Guys, I got to wrap up. I actually got a global call with the whole world in 1 minute. I completely forgot about it. So I want to thank everyone for coming on. Javi, I don't know if you're still there, man. Thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
I'm here.
I know you said I should go into stream rehab, but here's what it is, isn't it?
We're going to get you that after the Haaland news comes out. We're going to take you to the stream rehab.
100%, man. Well, big up to you for coming on. Ryan, thanks for coming on, man. And I'll shout you very soon, bro. Okay, I'm doing a deadline right now. That's how busy it is.
Yeah, it's calm.
I'll shout you. Matt, as always, thanks for hosting towards the end, and always for your support. Guys, if you can, smash the like button. Yeah, you heard that noise. That's the mute. Smash the like button, subscribe, hit the notification, hit over 200 likes. Big up everyone for the donation. Strip Bear as well. Always a notice. Ranaf, Rana, big up all of you lot. Yeah, Alfred, A8, stop. Take care, man. We're out. Peace, you lot.
Peace.
4 more seconds and there's 2 hours. 3, 2.